Hey, hey, hey. Hi. Hi, everyone. It's Jody Gambini here from Connecting the Dots, your money coach, your breakthrough fear coach. But this is our community called Camp Gambini. And that is where Campfire Fridays started from. So if you didn't see below, we are celebrating our 100th episode. So I'm going to we are streaming live. So I have to go over and just make sure I did a little quick test, but I got to make sure that everybody can hear me. So let me just jump on right here and make sure that you say hello. Um, that is where a campfire. Okay, you can hear me. Yay, yay, yay. Oh my goodness. So let me know where you're joining from. I'm going to go ahead and post a couple of things up here. And you want to make sure, if you're watching live, I would encourage you to try to stay on till the end, because the last 15 minutes, I'm going to do a couple fun things that we do on both Motivational Monday and Campfire Friday. But I was really asking the Lord what He wanted me to do, and I'm going to draw out some scriptures, but I also feel like there's 4 or 5 specific things that I'm going to just share a word and ask anyone if they need prayer for that word. So we're going to do those things at the end. So let's get going. Let me know. All right. Let me know where you're joining from. That is our traditional thing that we do around here, is we let everybody know where we're joining from. We normally say what our temperature is. And okay, I'm just going to put these up here. So say hello. I just wanted to say hello to all you guys. I don't know if these emojis are showing up, but I said hello. Welcome to Campfire Friday. This is our 100th episode of Campfire Friday. And if you are thinking you haven't heard from me or seen me live in a while, you're not wrong. I think the last time I was live was, I think, the 17th of November. And today is the 15th. So there's been a lot that's been going on, campers. So let's see here. Let me drop a couple more things in here. We're going to get going. If you're watching afterwards, you might want to just fast forward. You can always do that. But all right. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and invite a few people. All right. So if you're joining me, say hello. Let me know where you're joining from. I'm going to let you know where I'm joining from. I did actually, I don't know if I still have it over here. I had my reindeer on, but these are so high that I couldn't really get in the focus. I think I have to wear them when I'm streaming on some of the platforms that I'm not using my webcam, but I'm actually using my camera, because these ones here, aren't they so cute? But every time I put them on, you'll see here, you can't really see them. So I decided, my friend actually made these for me. My friend Brandy. Brandy is a camper inside Camp Gambini community. If you guys aren't in there, it is a free community. We do 2 different podcasts normally. The last month, it's been a little less, but we do 2. But on top of it, we do some workshops. We do different things that are all kind of the tribe, and there's all kinds of different videos, different things in there that you can watch, and it's all free. Deborah, girl, oh my gosh, you are joining from, so we've got Northern Virginia in the house. Right on, right on. So great to have you. Okay, right on. Okay, I don't know why the heck that is on there. Okay. Caleb. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Caleb B. How are you? Hey, hey, hey. So I am, yeah, I haven't been live in a while and it's kind of weird. It's like, let's see here. It used to let me invite people, but now it's only letting me, all right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Normally, I'm able to tell people that I'm on, but it's not really letting me do that. Okay, so we're just going to get started here in a second, but I know many people, let's see, let me go over here. Let's say hi. Oh, it's so good to have you, Deborah. And I know that if you guys are watching, you just have to give StreamYard permission, but I know sometimes that doesn't always work. So, right? So, Deborah, we've got Deborah. And if you guys are inside Camp Gambini, we just have the most amazing community. And Deborah has been in the community possibly from the beginning, Deborah, but God put on her heart, she posts something almost every day inspirational. In this last 12 months, has really been helpful to have that because there's just been a lot going on in my life where physically and also some other physical things with other people in my family and medically. I'm not going to share all of that here because you can go back in and watch them all. So if you're watching from YouTube, hello, our YouTube friends, and same thing, all of them are there. Oh, somebody's saying they try and it didn't work. Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny Oliver. How are you? Hello. Okay. So, all right. So, can you guys believe it? Has anybody been around when I did my first Campfire Friday? I'm wondering, has anybody been around? So, and if you guys are wondering why I call them campers, because we started with Camp Gambini in March of 2020. Literally, I just felt a nudge from God to go outside and do you guys like my little, can you see my little angel? I really don't have a lot of decorations because I've been sick. So this is actually normally way up in the back and it's one of my favorite Christmas decorations. And so I thought, okay, why don't I just put it there and I put some presents and so I know it's not super festive. It is December 15th and it's the first time I've been live in December. At all. I think I did a live from my car right after Dan's surgery on November 20th, and then he's doing really great right now. He's able to work from home. He just started on Monday part time. The pain's still been there some, but he is doing really really well. So I'm just trying to all right. So let's see here. Yes. So if you guys, hi, Christina. Hi, Christina. How are you, girl? All right. Okay. So let's see. This is interesting. I think some people might not be able to find it because it's showing up with an event. Okay. And I have no clue why it's doing that. And then it's also, for some weird reason, having me on my WhatsApp, which I never use. So let's see here. Oh, I'm guessing I may not be able. Okay, we've got Deborah, we've got Danny. Yeah, this is really weird, guys. I don't know. It's not letting me it's not letting me share very much in here. So let me see. Let me try to go to the event really quick and just let everybody know that we're live. Let's see if it will let me post. Okay. And I put the link down here. I did a whole event, but it's kind of doing it. Here is the link. All right. William, you found me. Yeah, it's acting kind of weird. Um, all right. So we're just going to go in here. Oh my gosh, we've been on 12 minutes. Okay, we're getting more people on. I think because I haven't been live in almost a month, all my algorithms are off. I normally go live 2 times a week and I haven't gone I've done post, but I haven't gone live in almost a month. So I think my algorithms are all kind of out of whack. And all right. So Sylvia, oh my gosh, hey, William, you got the Christmas flowers growing out of your head. Yes. Yes. Brandy made these for me a couple of years ago. Um, yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right. So let's get going. Sylvia, oh my gosh. How are you? So good to see you. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So if you guys are watching from I stream this today to my public page and Camp Gambini. Um, I think I will put a link on the, if you're on Facebook, you just type in Camp Gambini community and ask to be invited and I think we asked you a couple quick questions and you will be invited in. But I can't figure out why over on Camp Gambini, it's just not seeming to show a whole lot. Um, I did an event and so it's like showing it in there. So, Oh, did I see Jolene is on here? Hi. Hi, Jolene. Thank you. Your hair is cute. It's really funny. I've been doing what do they call the kind of hairdo you do where um it's no heating tools? And then I've also been using some collagen and some other things. So my hair's been really growing. Um, my lashes have been growing. I'm also using, honestly, I haven't had my contacts in or worn any makeup in probably since the 28th of November. I got something, it turned out not to be COVID, but those that had not been following, Jolene, so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, Jolene. So let me know, what is the highlight so far of your Christmas to Thanksgiving? I don't think we've been on in a while. So anyway, we are celebrating the 100th episode. Can you believe it? The 100th episode of Campfire Fridays. So Campfire Fridays is kind of interesting how it happened. And I was trying to remember, I think we've been doing Campfire Fridays now. It could be close to 2 years, but it came from a couple of different things. I'm remembering that song. What is William saying? I got an algorithm. I got an algorithm. I don't know that song, but thank you, Sylvia. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, let's see here. Here was a question I was going to ask. I think we have a couple people on. And so my question was, first of all, if you have not shared, let us know where you're joining from. That is just our thing we do every single time. So, all right. I'm going to go. Gosh, all of a sudden I got hungry. Anyway, my husband had rotator cuff surgery, torn bicep, and torn ligament in his shoulder surgery on the 20th of Monday. I think I did do a live in my car. Like it was all dark out. And Thanksgiving was that Thursday. So it was kind of a super wild week. He was in a lot of pain. We had a bunch of things change in our family, where we were going to do Thanksgiving, what was going to happen, if I was even going to go. I didn't know. I was waiting to see how my husband was. My sister ended up hosting it. I went up there. We Friday we did some stuff, and then on Sunday, I made a Thanksgiving dinner for my husband because he didn't get to come, and we had sides and stuff, but the turkey was so delicious my sister made that we almost ran out of turkey. And she had a really cool recipe, which was you make this butter herb mix, and then you put it under the turkey breast and under the skin and over the skin, and you don't do any basting or anything. Well, it turned out amazing. I made all the sides. We had this great turkey dinner, and then I started to feel like I had a tickle in my throat on Monday. I can't figure out where I got it because no one at Thanksgiving got it but me. So I'm thinking I must have got it on Wednesday. I went out to Costco and I went to Safeway to get different things. So anyway, it got worse, and I could have gotten way worse. It turned out not to be COVID. By this, you know how it goes. Like the second day, you think, "Oh, I think I'm going to be able to get over this," but I had to totally quarantine myself in the back bedroom. Tuesday was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to. Oh, okay, I'm kind of sick. Whoop, what's going on here? I'm kind of sick, right?" That's right. You turned 75, William. Happy birthday. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so it was a really interesting last little bit of time. And So I have I got this cough. The good news was that Dan did not get it. He got a little bit of so it was major sinus and major cough. So a lot of people have been getting sinus infections or bronchitis. I didn't get any of that. So praise God. I was pretty much laid up in my bed for about 12 days though. Number one, because there was nowhere else I could go because I had a really bad cough and I didn't want to spread it to Dan. So anytime I went out to get anything to eat, it was a hard time because here I was supposed to be taking care of him, and I had to quarantine myself from him because I didn't want him to get sick. So I'd go out there and, kind of covering my face, and I'd take my wipes and wipe everything down. The really amazing part was I happened to have a whole lot of stuff on hand. So God just had already provided things for me. I had a friend that brought cough syrup to me, Mucinex. I highly encourage, I think it's called Mucinex DM. There's a daytime and a nighttime. That stuff worked really, really well. I think it kept everything loose. So I was coughing all the time, and sometimes like it literally felt like it was right here. This was even like kind of like swollen, which is interesting. And I did all the things, but anyway, I felt like the Lord was saying that I just needed to rest a lot. So that's what I did. I rested, drank lots and lots of hot tea with honey and soup. I pretty much lived on soup. We happened to have a lot of soup in cans, and Dan was kind of cooking for himself, and he'd sometimes bring some stuff to me. So that's been what's been going on. I was supposed to launch a whole bunch of stuff. A whole bunch of stuff was supposed to happen. So I knew that the next episode was going to be the 100th episode. And I was like, I don't want to go on and just do it and end up having, because I can talk now, and I can talk for a long time and not cough. And for the last about 2 weeks, that hasn't been the case. So I'm just wanted to make sure that when we did the 100th episode, I wasn't like tearing up and coughing and all the things. So I was going to ask you guys. So who remembers what the story behind how Campfire Friday got started? Do you know? I'm wondering, does anybody know? There is the question. And we're going to do, if you didn't hear, I do have a couple things I'm going to pull from one of my little boxes. Today, it's a Christmas box. Again, Brandy made. Shout out, Brandy. Brandy has been with us from the beginning. Okay. So I'm not seeing anyone guessing. So we're going to go ahead and thank you, William. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it doesn't look like anybody's remembering or guessing what the heck happened. Sylvia. Hi. So here's my question. If you guys didn't see it, also let me know where you're joining from. That is always super fun. But now I'm going to get into the story. I don't think anybody's remembering it. Nope, I don't think anybody's remembering it. Okay, let's see what William said. So, William, you are partially right. So it's two parts actually, and that's why I actually streamed it to my public page. So those that have followed me for a while on here, oh gosh, I think in 2017 I started doing unique makeup, and I went live, and I everything was falling over on my camera, but it was always these little places of obedience that the Lord led me. I didn't realize, but what he was really doing at that time was helping me get comfortable with going live. So I sometimes would do like a 30-day challenge in a group I was in to go live every day. And so sometimes if you give yourself a little goal or challenge, it's like, okay, I'm going to do that. And, or 7 days or something like that. But what really happened was you have all the problems that happen. Your phone falls over, things go, you turn off, you're sounding like an echo, you do all these things. So that was like 2017, 2018. I did some of my fudge, and I started. So if you guys see my little elf hat, that is Jody's Heavenly Fudge. We are selling it right now, and we ship it. So I have I'm all well now. So I haven't done anything until I was all well, just so you know. I have not, everything is all clean, all everything. And I'm not coughing anymore. But that cough lasted a really long time. So anyway, he is right in, so I will go live. I do sunsets. I do different things that God led me. And then in 2020, in March, I live in California, and I think most states were this way, but at least in California, they were calling from everybody to shelter in place. And I was getting all kinds of messages in my private messenger, in my text from people. And I really was feeling even what people were feeling of just the nervousness of, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? So I felt this little, I always say, like, it's just a little nudge, it's a little voice. God speaks to me at different times in different ways. So it more sounded like my own voice. It wasn't like, thus saith the Lord, just to be clear. It's kind of this thing that inside my head, and I like hear my own voice, but it sounds different. Like, no, go grab your phone, go out live, call it. So those of you that don't know, I live in the country, and it's a little bit like a campground. And I kept feeling like the Lord was saying to, you're doing laundry, so you got more headbands for me. Yes. Brandy, awesome. Brandy's on. So this is Brandy that she gets me all my headbands, to be honest with you. This one here, but I think I showed you when I have it on, you can't see it very well. So that's why I put this one on. She made several of these. Every time we do fun things inside of Camp Gambini, God puts on her heart sometimes to make me things. All those boxes back there and this box here, Miss Brandy had made. And so yeah, we're kind of a tribe and family. And Brandy actually goes to church with me and lives near me also. And Brandy and I have known each other for a really long time. So that is Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. And I guess Brandy has some more headbands, but me and Brandy both got sick about the same time with two different things, I think. But we both got sick. I don't know. I could have had influenza A, because I've heard that that's one going around. The first day I did throw up, but I thought it was just I took too many vitamins. So I don't know about that, but mine was major sinus congestion and major congestion and cough, and like I could almost not breathe. So that's like, it felt like every time I breathed in, I would cough. So that was what I had. But praise the Lord, I didn't get a secondary infection. So that was really awesome. So anyway, back to Camp Gambini started on my personal page, and I went live and said, broadcasting live from Camp Gambini. We were all home, had nothing else to do. And so I started to do these different ones. I'd start to do Motivational Monday. I'd start to do Testimonial Tuesday. I'd start to do all these different things on my page. And I really didn't think I was going to continue it. I just thought it was like one or two times, but I was getting all these messages saying, are you going to continue? This uplifts me so much. So I go outside and we did a whole lot of sunsets. So towards the end of the year, I things started coming back and I was like, okay, God, what do you want me to do? Because I don't think I can continue doing it all this time. So I think I went down to a couple different ones, and I can't remember if there was something that happened where I wasn't able to go live for like a week or so. But all of a sudden, I felt like I was supposed to open up a group and move Camp Gambini over there. So I moved Camp Gambini over there. I actually think it was 2021. It might have actually been like May 2021 or the end of 2021. I feel like we've only had Camp Gambini community group for about 2 years. I'd have to look exactly, but that's where it started. And then I think I did a couple of workshops and challenges that I ran through the group. Also, we did, I think, Fearless, Kick Fear in the Face, Breakthrough Fear. We did a lot of different ones and we did things in here. So I was doing both at the time where I was still going live, and I felt like I was supposed to just start a brand new one, which was called Campfire Fridays. So that's what we're celebrating today, is the 100th episode of Campfire Fridays. So my first Campfire Friday, because I just felt like I was supposed to do it more in a group setting where we all virtually came around the campfire. So what's really funny is I never did Campfire Friday on my personal page. Out of all the days that we did it, we would do these different focuses every single day. If you haven't picked it up, God always gives me like little rhymes with the first letter. So we would do Throwdown Prayer Thursday a whole lot, and I do it through StreamYard, and people would jump on and we would pray. I would do a lot of different things, and I would bring guests on, but it was all streaming through my personal page. So we never did a Campfire Friday. So Campfire Friday did not start until Camp Gambini Community started. So it has the most episodes inside of Camp Gambini Community. And I never really counted the episodes. So about 6 to 8 months later, I felt like the Lord said that I could handle doing two different podcasts and having two different focuses. So I brought back Motivational Monday, but I never counted it before. So I started counting. So technically, Motivational Monday is the longest running podcast, but it had a big old break in it, probably 8 months, and I never tracked them before. So Motivational Monday has a lot less episodes than Campfire Friday. So Campfire Friday, we would do interviews, but the whole concept is we were coming from all around the world and just gathering around a virtual campfire. If you're like in a campground, people come from all over, right? But there's just something about when you gather around a campfire and you're just coming together. So I would share different things. Sometimes I'd have a theme. And so that's where Campfire Friday started. I really didn't start it as a podcast, but what would happen is everybody would ask me and they would call it a podcast. I didn't really think Motivational Monday was a podcast. Like I said, I didn't know it back in those times. It's hard to believe how long ago that was. We're going to hit the 4-year mark in March of 2024. Gosh, life has just been kind of wild and crazy. That's why I can't even remember. It could have been the end of 2021 or 2022. But Camp Gambini started in March of 2020 when I just went live and said Camp Gambini. But Camp Gambini Community started, I think, at the end of 2021. I have to see when I opened it. I think it was at the end, sometime in 2021. And then I decided so that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about. We're hitting the end of the year, and a lot of times we have to evaluate, okay, am I able to keep up with this pace? Are there things I'm supposed to let go of? Are there things I'm supposed to pause? And so I do that more than at the end of the year. I normally do it at different times, once a quarter or just when the Lord leads. So I was doing that, and I felt like he said at that time to pause streaming into my personal page so many times. And so that was where Campfire Friday happened. And I've gone back and forth because sometimes I almost feel like doing two is a lot as well. So I have been reflecting a lot. I'm wondering, I I'm kind of unusual because I've just been sitting in bed and had nothing better to do, waiting for the marshmallows on the campfire. 100 episodes and you've never had them. I It's really hard to do a whole lot of things while you're on camera. I think I have actually gone live in my front yard and had the next door boys having a s'mores night, and I did go live with that. So I think that might count. But I have wanted, since we started Campfire Friday, and we've talked about doing like a Campfire Friday tour. So I don't know what that's going to look like. And I would go to different places and people would meet me around a campfire. The challenge has always been where, and there's just been a lot going on. But what I just wanted to encourage you guys with is reflecting, like, where is God taking you in the next season? Where is he taking you right now? I think that's like really important. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, there we go. My camera is a little, I don't know here. All right. But I feel like that's really important as we go into 2024 is doing that. And so that's what I would encourage you. And so I'm actually reflecting and doing that on a lot of different things what the Lord is wanting me to do. And one of the biggest things I would say that I feel like is one of my greatest lessons God's been lessons of trusting him is it's okay if the timing's not right. I don't know if anybody else is this way, but I am getting way, 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 way better. I normally have this battle in my head. So if anybody else ever has battles in your head, you're not alone. I normally have these battles in my head. And it's tied to perfection. It's tied to, well, but I promised to do it. God normally has a funny sense of humor where sometimes it's just like, you just are down. You're sick. You can't do it. You can't do it. So that has also to do with financial breakthroughs. So we were supposed to start our financial breakthrough and I got sick. So we are not starting financial breakthrough until January. So I will be sharing some more stuff. I think I'm going to do something fun for the last 12 days of the month. I originally was going to do like a 12 days of Christmas. Like I said, the last 16, 18 days has been like, just, this is my first time with makeup, except for one day. So there was one day you guys saw me with my little elf thing, and I said, Elf Jody reporting live. That was like my best day. I thought I was getting totally better. And then the next day I was in bed, coughing, 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 coughing. So I think the lesson, if there was one lesson I would share with you that I feel like I've been getting, is balance. It's okay to say you can't do something. It's okay to, I don't know where this has come from, but God continues to highlight it of kind of, I call it fear of missing out. I don't really like think that was a real thing, to be honest with you. But we always want to do these things that are really fun sometimes for us. But we have to align our hearts with what God is saying, because we don't want to push something out or do something that is not on the timing of the Lord. Have you ever noticed when everything just falls together, it's because you're on the timing of God. And when everything doesn't fall together, a lot of times we're probably trying to do something that we think we need to do. Um, that is huge for me with Christmas, with all the things. So, um, last year, was a really hard year as Ed, my dad, passed. We had his services right before Thanksgiving. And then I hadn't really shared it publicly, but we had found my mom had some kind of shadow in her breast. We had to go through all this process. I kept going up, helping her with everything. At the end, the 23rd, we found out that she did have something. And I think in January, February, she had the surgery. And so there's just been all these things going on. And so I don't know if I put very many Christmas decorations out last year. So my whole plan was I really wanted to do all the decorations, all the things. I was trying to get it all out before Dan had his surgery. That did not work because I had all kinds of other things going like pain in my knee, pain in my it's just kind of been some interesting challenges of not giving up. I don't know if anybody else has felt like the last probably 18 months has been, I mean, I was going to say since 2020, I feel like it's been very challenging, but it's like it keeps upping the ante. But there's something that it stretches and grows you if you allow it to. And so for me, even this, I was like, I've had to say no and not go to a bunch of things I had planned for Christmas time. My niece-in-law, it was her 30th birthday surprise. I just knew God was saying no, I couldn't go do it. I had to say no to my prayer um team. We had a Christmas party. I haven't even been to church because I've been sick, and um I don't want to give it to anybody. I've had a cough. And so it's like, I don't know if I'm contagious, but that's probably not the best. So every time I ask the Lord, even tonight, there was another party. Myself, I so want to go to everything. But I also know that I know I'm supposed to do my fudge. So if anybody wants to order fudge, let me know. And who knows, I probably will continue it if you wanted fudge after um, Christmas if I have any left. But I know I'm supposed to do my fudge. I did that last year. Fudge is kind of this special thing for me honestly, I'm super excited because I've had major issues with my hip and my knee and my other leg and having to take baths with Epsom salt just to kind of and I can walk and I'm doing good there. So I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make fudge this year. So it's kind of going and not looking like you're being punished. I don't know if anybody else struggles with that. Hi, Matthew. But sometimes, how much am I charging for my fudge? So I sell it by the pound and I'll drop it in here. I think I'm selling a pound for $30. You can choose two different flavors, two half a pounds, and then I sell 2 pounds and 3 pounds. It's a lot of fudge, and I don't sell a half a pound. I've gotten asked to do it forever, but when I ship it, it's almost like the shipping is about the amount of the price. And I had to raise my prices the lot. I used to be since 2015. I had the same prices, but everything went up in the last year and a half so much that between my time and the amount, I literally would have been kind of paying you to make it. So I had to raise my prices. I know I went to go get tamales yesterday, and my husband's like, "What the heck? They've gone up." I mean, everything has just had to raise. So I know I feel like $30 for a pound of fudge sounds like a lot, but I do. It's a secret family recipe that when people have it, and I pray over it, I spend time. It's a special thing between me and my grandma Leona that she taught me. I was wanting to give up on it forever because sometimes it would burn, sometimes it wouldn't turn out. And then since then, I have had different flavors. So I now have 8 flavors. We are launching an eighth flavor this season. And the eighth flavor is, I'm calling it peanut butter cup. And so it's a layer of chocolate fudge Then I chop up a bunch of peanut butter cups and put it almost like an icing, and because I put it at like a middle layer, and then I make the peanut butter fudge and I pour that on top, and then I take this mini peanut butter cups and I put them in the middle. So that is called peanut butter cup flavor. That's our new flavor. We have regular plain chocolate. We have walnut chocolate. We have marshmallow walnut chocolate, which is basically like a Rocky Road, but it's not the Rocky Road candy. It's definitely the fudge recipe. So if you're looking for that, I used to make that like Rocky Road candy in the microwave, but when I'm doing 8 flavors of fudge, there's no way I can make all those things. So I kept getting asked about the Rocky Road flavor. So I call it marshmallow walnut chocolate. I don't do milk chocolate. They're all semi-sweet. And then I do a peppermint or candy cane chocolate, which is literally what it sounds. I crush up a bunch of candy canes and I do a little bit of peppermint extract and I put it in the fudge and then I sprinkle it on top. Then we do our peanut butter fudge. It's just plain peanut butter. It's probably had the greatest cult following. I mean, I normally can't make enough peanut butter because I also give it to my family. I take it there. It's like I can't do enough peanut butter. So we have peanut butter fudge, and then we also have 2 white chocolate flavors. So we have, I call it cookies and cream, which is white chocolate fudge, and we fold in a whole thing of crushed up Oreos. And then I have white chocolate gumdrop, which I take the dot candy gumdrops that have all the different flavors in it, the cherry, the orange, the lemon, all of those. And I wasn't really planning on giving a whole intro to this, but I those are there. And then our new one is the peanut butter cup. So technically we have 2 with peanut butter, 4 with chocolate, and 2 with white chocolate. I've held with 7 flavors for a while now. People have begged me to make other ones, but how the peanut butter cup came about was my nephew turned 21 in June and he loves my fudge. Like literally I'll make a whole pan of fudge for people's birthday gifts. That's instead of getting them a gift, they really rather have that. So it was his 21st birthday and it was a surprise party for him. And I thought, okay, like a cake, I'm going to make something. And he's one of the ones that have been asking me forever. His favorite flavor is Reese's peanut butter cups. So I kind of I'd been thinking about doing like a double decker chocolate. And so that's where that one came up. And it's my fun way of creativity too. So there's my fudge story. You would love to buy some? Awesome. Matthew, I have a shipping, but I know you're local, so you can totally pick it up from me. So I'll send you a PM later. You can check my page. I have a bunch of links with the order. I have everybody fill out an order form though. It just makes it really easy for me to make sure that I'm packaging it and doing all of that. But I only do it once a year. So it's a pop-up shop. I don't know. I always imagined maybe somebody would buy it from me or something like that. But it just is, it's Christmas pop-up shop. So that's what we do. So I'm going to be in the fudge shop again. This next little bit's probably going to be busy. So I may not do a motivational Monday. I'm not sure. And then Christmas, we will not do next Friday. So we might have about a week and a half break. But what I probably am going to do is next Friday the 22nd. If you live local around here, it's called Meadow Avenue in Stockton, and it's known for, it's over right near Lincoln Center, and it's known for all of its incredibly decorated houses. And one of our good friends lives over there, and they've gone out, I think for like a really long time, maybe 25, 30 years since they've lived there. They dress up as Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, and I got to go with them, and I'll probably film if I'm able to film there because it's really fun. I know I'm going to do Friday night for sure. They're going to go out a couple other nights, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So we will see. But I am going to do this 12 days of encouragement. I don't know exactly what I'm going to encourage. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do on every day, but I will probably be doing some quick little ones like that will pop up. So and I might not do a lot of announcements with it. So, but it will be for till the last day of the year. So some might have some financial tips in them and different things like that. So I just wanted to tell everybody thank you. Thank you all for being part of Campfire Fridays. I mean, honestly, I never thought our group would grow. We were like about at 30 or 40 people for a long time. Then we went up to 200. We're now, I think, up to 600 plus. We've hovered around 675 for a really long time. I don't know why. It's like we go up and then some people maybe end whatever. So I was going to give some words, but I might just go ahead. So here were the 4 words that I just wanted to release over everybody. Peace. So Lord, I just want to release the peace that passes all understanding. Jesus is called the Prince of Peace, Lord. So we just release peace over every person right now. If there's anybody on that needs a special prayer or you're watching later, I'll type in there and agree with you. And joy. You know, there's so many scriptures around joy. One of my favorite all-time songs is Joy to the World, the Lord has come. Let earth receive his King. Let everyone prepare and let heaven and nature sing. Let heaven and nature sing. So I just release joy over you. I know this can be a hard time of year with people that are no longer here, with hard things going on, with being sick, with having to have surgery, with all of that. So I just release the joy. Find joy in the little things, whether it's, you know, you grab a cup of coffee, you grab a cup of hot cocoa and have some marshmallows, you get to talk to a friend, you get to talk to someone that shares with you an incredible story. They're like 70, 80, 90 years old. I know someone that is it's just amazing to hear stories of different things. So whatever that is, and celebrate what is going on in your life. Celebrate what you got through. Because sometimes we get stuck in how hard it is. Trust me. And I do not say this lightly, because if you know a lot of my backstory, there's a lot of hard things in my life that felt gut punched, all of it. But I would say the last 18 months have probably been the hardest 18 months of my life. And I do not say that lightly. So when I say to you to um, choose to celebrate that you wake up. Choose to celebrate. You know, I've been I know friends that are no longer here this year. I know people that don't have people in their lives this year. So I'm celebrating that, you know, I get, even if some moments are really hard, you know, Dan didn't get to celebrate his 60th birthday the way he had planned because of his 2 shoulders and all the things that have gone on. But you know what? I'm celebrating that I have my husband. He's here. He is a healing miracle. Um, that story's for another day if you don't know it, but he's a healing miracle. So I'm celebrating these things. So celebration is another. So peace, joy, celebration, and hope. I release hope over you that the all thoughts of hopelessness, I've been feeling it. As I've been in bed, I've had to battle those things, and I take my thoughts captive. So Lord, right now we just take every thought that is not of you, every thought that is a lie, every thought that is making us feel hopeless or hope deferred, and we just release the hope of the Lord. We release hope over you. So joy, peace, hope, celebration, and God's presence. His presence is the best present. Be present in this season, whatever that looks like to you. Have a couple other friends that are sick with colds and different things. I just thought, I need to reach out to them. But it doesn't mean that sometimes we try to shove everything into Christmas. Maybe make some special things in January that you weren't able to do. It doesn't mean that we still can't celebrate. It doesn't mean that we still can't give the greatest gift of all, which is obviously Jesus is the greatest gift of all. But I feel like the presence of being present in somebody's life, taking the time to take your phone and go, okay, I'm going to set this way over here. I'm not going to look at my phone when I'm not even going to put my phone on the table. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm just going to be present in the moment. So I just released those over you. And I think I had a couple scriptures. If anybody's on, a lot of times what I do, this is cool. So I just pulled them out of my little box here. If you've been around Camp Gambini a while, we do that sometimes. May peace and love be yours. So I release that over you. May peace and love be yours. Can you guys see that? May peace and love be yours. These cards actually were given to me from my friend Cindy, who is a member of Camp Gambini. This one says, begin each day with grateful. Okay, for some reason I can't read this last word. Oh, grateful love. With grateful love. Pray hardest when it's hardest to pray. Wow. So these ones aren't scriptures, but they actually are some really cool words. I don't think you guys can see that one. Okay. Pray hardest when praying is the hardest. That's a word of wisdom right there. So, and then this one just says blessed. So, God, I just thank you. You guys are I am so blessed. I am blessed to have you guys click and take a moment and come over and chat with me. I am blessed that we've done 100 episodes of Campfire Friday, and we've continued to grow, and you guys have continued to show up. So I just thank you for all the blessings that you give me, the encouragement that you give me, and I just release blessings over all of you. So blessings to you all. I know a lot of you might not have been able to watch this, but please make sure that you're saying hello and let us know that you're watching it on replay. Blessings. Bye. Let me know what you're blessed with. Let me know if any of those words that I just released are touching you. Blessings to you all.